What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Akai and Hobby Talks. Episode 9, longevity. Yeah, as always, Akai is here. You know, we're vibing, we're doing the things.
Yes. Hey guys. Kai's here. We're chilling anyway, so. Well, this topic is really hard to talk about, really.
Well, we're not supposed. Well, we'll wait before we get into it. We also have an announcement today.
Right.
So.
We'll wait.
Right. So. You know.
As always.
As always. We always have an announcement.
No. I mean, we always wait for a bit.
Right.
Yeah.
What's up, Manu? How's it going?
What's up, people?
But yeah, you know, Akai, I heard you went to a concert yesterday. How was that?
Yeah, I did. It was good. I mean, initially I was afraid of getting COVID and, you know, like, get it to my family and.
But aren't you? You're vaccinated though, right? Isn't
I
it
am. But there's still a chance. Yeah, there's still.
There's still a chance. Yeah, that's true.
Because the
What's up,
vaccine is
Paul?
only
What's up, Jay?
95%, right? So. Wow.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Also, don't they have like you have to like get a booster shot or something to like keep the immunity up or something too?
I mean, according to the news, like you're not required to do so, but it's recommended.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and before entering the venue, I was required to show the vaccination card. Yeah. And
yeah,
they
that
put
makes sense. That makes
They
sense.
put a fucking a stamp.
Was
on
it
me.
crowded?
Yeah, it was sold out. Yeah.
Yeah, was it crowded though? Like, did you like bumping elbows with people, kind of thing? How busy was it?
Oh no, there were two separate areas, and
oh, so it, like they at least split people up a bit. Like,
yeah, and no, actually, the one on the left was for like people who wanted to like like vibe, and then on the right there's an alcohol section, so 21 plus.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so I went to that section instead, so there was not a lot of people over there.
Oh, you went to the fear, but yeah, that sounds nice. You know.
Yeah.
I saw the Instagram stories, so it looks like How was it? Was music good? Was people chilling? Was it nice?
Yeah, it was great, and
Nice to go
the
out
atmosphere, I missed it
Yeah.
a lot. Yeah, I missed going to a concert, so finally.
You used to go to concerts a lot, though. You used to like go
not
to
only
concerts a
to
lot
my
before?
I go to my artists, like the artists that I like.
Right.
Yeah, but it was long waited because it got postponed from last year to now, so I'm like, yeah.
Do you go to the like concert on your own or like with friends or like what? Because I'm always like.
Yeah. I usually go alone. That's how I
Really?
enjoy
Oh
life.
my god!
Yeah.
I should do what you do then. I feel weird going to a concert alone because I'm like I've never gone to a concert really, by the way. But like,
yeah.
I don't know. I just never did it, and I also don't really. I don't know.
Oh.
I just don't really like having like. Is it like do you bring like earplugs and stuff? Is that like loud enough for it to be like really annoying or like?
No, I think depends on where you stand, or where you sit, depending
Right.
on the concert hall. But
Right.
anyway, yeah, I usually like to go alone just because the music that I listen to, like not so many people or other friends who also enjoy the same music. So I'm like, yeah. So I can be there, and like when the singer hits a good note, I'm like, oh my god, closing my eyes and enjoying it, like,
Vibing,
yeah,
vibing.
just vibing.
I feel like it sounds like you.
Yeah, definitely me.
It sounds like you, dude.
Yeah.
We're all about chilling over here. It's Akai Hobby Talks. What's it? Production company.
Yeah.
The studio.
And I mean, yeah, most people always say, oh yeah, that's just you being lonely and stuff, right? But I don't see it that way. It's just me like trying.
I like going out and eating on my own too. So.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
it's nice because you just fucking eat and you don't have to focus on like anyone else. You just like focus on eating. I don't know about you guys, but when I go get sushi like or something, I sit down or like I go get pho or whatever. I sit down, and the reason why it's so nice is because there's like no one else bothers you. You just focus on your food. You just enjoy the food. And I don't pull out my phone most of the time. I don't watch anything most of the time. I'm just like, I'm gonna eat this food. And after I'm done, I'm gonna leave. But it's gonna be really nice.
do you usually choose a window seat so you can like look at the sky and stuff? That's what I do.
That doesn't matter to me.
Yeah.
That doesn't matter to me.
I like to watch people like walking by and like
Oh really? Yeah. You're the kind of person that stares at strangers, just like look around and like.
Yeah, and trying to like profile them. Like what kind
of person is this person?
Yeah, what kind of occupation?
People watching. You're a people watching person, yeah.
Right, yeah. And I also like to go on walks and look at the street, the buildings, the city, and vibing, thinking about my life works.
Yeah, thinking about Kai's dialogue.
Yeah, something that I can.
Coming up with your dialogue.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know, if you guys aren't on Twitter, if you weren't aware, I made a Twitter picture of like the thinker statue. And the thinker statue, if you don't know, also like is supposed to represent philosophy, right? So then I photoshopped a picture of the thinker statue with the Akai mod, like a red mod. It's just like literally like some red fucking like rectangles I put into there.
Yeah, I saw that, yes.
And then I gave it to him and he used it as a profile. I told him to use it as a profile picture, actually.
Yeah, I used it for a bit, yeah.
But then, Kai's dialogue.
But usually when I think, I don't sit like that.
You don't think
realistically speaking.
Maybe that's how people did it back in the day, though.
Right.
Just sit there like on the toilet, like
what is going on in this universe? But yeah.
You normally walk to the park and eat there. It's better with no loud noises. That sounds really chill. Yeah, that sounds chill. It's like having a picnic, right?
Right.
Having a little picnic. That sounds really chill.
Wow, a park sounds nice now. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, technically, I live next to a park, so I might.
Are parks open right now?
Yeah, they are. For me, I mean, yeah. Because there are also like a farmers market down here, like where.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty nice. You get like fresh, like fucking seasonal, like I don't know. Just
more like traffic, dude.
More like traffic? What do you mean?
Because a lot of people go here. Traffic? Yeah. So they like on Saturday they have to block the street so that people can walk freely. Yeah. And enjoy the park and friends and families. Yeah.
Yeah. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone else is doing well. We're hanging out. I got my first dose recently. I'm doing okay.
Nice.
I'm chilling, getting stuff, trying to get my shit together, trying to get stuff done. I've been trying to get some of these articles with writing. And since the last time I talked to you guys, I did step down from the moderating team in the workshop. I'm sure you guys know that already, but it's like I'm chilling because I feel like after I got over all the like figuring out all the logistics and talking to Pong and Padres and did all that stuff, I started to like kind of relax a bit and I'm feeling a bit better. So hopefully this gives me space to get a lot of projects done, like my personal projects to be finished, as well as like do some workshop stuff. So yeah, should be nice, hopefully. Yeah, oh, you got sick yesterday. Oh, get better soon.
Oh no. Get vaccinated soon. It's like Hobby, he's halfway there.
I have to wait another month now before I...
Yeah. Did they give you like a date for next month?
Oh yeah, they told me 29 days.
29?
Yeah.
What? That's long. Okay. Mine was 21.
You're still banned from what? I don't do monitoring stuff right now anymore, Monu, so I don't even know what happened. But okay. Like I don't even know what happened, but all right. I'm assuming something happened and they like banned you, but I don't remember what happened. So
Right. So crowded up there. Okay.
Crowded where?
The workshop.
Oh, it's not that bad. People are pretty chill for the most part, and like it's busy and it's not super busy in in the workshop. It's just busy in the World Tournament channel.
Right,
you
of
know?
course, of
World
course.
Tournament channel, and that's actually a really interesting thing we might talk
Oh,
about, right? For
uh-huh.
the longevity thing. If you guys are wondering what the topic is really about, I tweeted about this earlier, like before, but I didn't really tweet about it later. Is that we're talking about longevity, which is supposed to be about like being able to kind of stay with pen spinning for a long time or stick with pen spinning a long time, and talking about maybe like people who burn out really quickly or like they make it in world tournament and then they just stop spinning for a long time and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it's a really interesting idea to talk about, especially right now with world tournament going on, and also because Akai is gonna be busy soon.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about his like how he's gonna deal with that because he has school soon and all that stuff.
Oh man. You know, to be honest, I don't really want to think about that.
Yeah, I know you don't want to, but I feel like it would be helpful for people, you know?
Yeah. Just
It would be helpful
to
for
show,
people.
yeah. To show a real situation or a good example, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be fun one to discuss. Keep server in a folder. What? Okay.
Oh, like, well, so you can make folders in Discord now. You didn't know that?
Oh no.
Yeah, you can drag a server into another server and it creates a folder.
And then you click the folder, it shows like all the
Yeah.
servers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a list of them. I organize them in like personal.
Pen
So like,
spinning,
yeah, I have like a personal one, which is just like random, you know, people I know and like real life people and random stuff. And I have like a pen spinning one specifically, and then like gaming guilds like Maple Story and old like gaming guilds that I used to be in, and like other stuff. Then I have one for like bots, specific ones for like, you know, bots like, I don't know, Rhythm Bot, all the bots that had to do with like the ones that are in the server.
Mhm.
Yeah, also like the Rhythm Bot disappeared off the server because they got like a notice
Suspended,
from YouTube. So yeah, sad. All the music bots are, I guess, are going to be taken down now.
Oh, what was that one? Like Groovy or something, right?
No, Rhythm Bot.
Oh, okay.
But Groovy was one of the bots as well. I bet that's going to be taken down too.
Yeah. Because we were doing like the VNPS server, and suddenly we got the notice about Rhythm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then they were like, do you know of any other bots that...
No, it
yeah.
says like literally in the Rhythm like announcement, it said that all the alternatives are likely going to be shutting down because of this as well. So I don't really feel like, I mean, it's nice to have, but look, I have Spotify Premium. I'm not really hurting for that. But other people don't have Spotify Premium, so it's kind of annoying. But
I mean,
whatever.
I feel like even like Spotify, the music collection is kind of limited to
True, that's
yeah,
true.
to some of,
But you can always
yeah.
screen share like YouTube videos or something, right? So it still kind of works out.
Yeah. But it's just cool to see like the Discord functions or bot commands, right? So it's
Yeah.
one of the things that people really like. Yeah. But other than that, it was a long time ago. I don't use the Discord that much. I started using it more because of the workshop and
Oh, yeah?
yeah.
You that was when you made the account too? Like, did you have an
No. I
account?
made it before for something else. Maybe like
Yeah.
a gaming server or something. Like my cousin insisted me to join, but yeah.
Yeah. Now you're in a Naraka server now?
No, I also quit that game.
Dude, oh my god.
But I'm gonna be busy.
Wait, let's talk
soon.
about wait, let's talk about this. What's Naraka, Akai? What's Naraka?
What Naraka?
Yeah, what is it? Tell the people who don't know.
So Naraka Play Point is basically a battle royale multiplayer game, and the setting is in like Chinese martial arts kind of.
Look, Akai got stuck in the battle royale trap. Look what happened.
Yeah, but I mean, after a while, like, you know, I played for a bit, only like 30 matches or something. And
How many hours do you have in it?
I can check now. Probably like 15.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
decent amount. It's like a decent amount
Yeah.
considering like how much you play video games. Because I know you don't play video games that much.
Yeah, and I usually like play games that have shorter storylines, like what does it call? What is it called again? Like playtime?
Yeah, shorter
how-
playtime.
Like like how long the story is. Yeah.
Yeah.
For example,
That's usually
Blade
for
Runner
like,
was
like
like
single
8 hours,
player
right?
kind of games,
Yeah.
though, right? I feel like. But yeah, the Naraka freaking Akai's freaking video game journey is still like always hectic, I guess, because you don't know what to do.
Yeah. Are you like me? I can't finish games.
Dude, I'm playing. I don't know if you guys know Divinity, but I've been playing that. I'm trying to finish it, and that game is like 100 hours long, and I'm like 50 hours, 50 to maybe 50 to 50-ish hours in that save file specifically, and I'm like, from what my friend tells me, I'm like 60 to 70% done. So I have so many hours to go. But yeah, so much distraction from social medias. Yeah, I guess so. I usually try not to get too distracted by social media, and I try to just, I don't know, do other things, but it just can get a little too much sometimes, at least for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, do we want to talk about our announcement? Do we want to move on?
Yeah, we can do the announcement first, right?
I feel like we should talk about it now. Even I know there's not that many people here right now, but I feel like it's gonna be important to say just earlier on, and then we can get into our
Yeah,
topic.
and then
So,
we can switch.
yeah,
just
and we'll
spinning.
probably mention it later on in the maybe at the end of the podcast too. Does that sound good?
So you want to do it now? Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it now.
And yeah, mention it again later.
Yeah, go ahead, Akai, take it away.
Wait, what?
Yeah, go,
Go where?
go. Talk about our announcement. Go.
Oh my god. You made me the one now.
I'm making you do it.
No, I keep dropping my mod, dude. I can't find it.
You can't. You dropped your. Okay. So. All right.
So we have an announcement. There you go.
So, Kai Hobby Talks. Since the last podcast, we where we had like we didn't really have a topic. We were thinking about it, right? And Akai knew this, but he didn't tell me explicitly about this. That he had a feeling that we would run out of topics to talk about.
Right.
And with this podcast, I didn't really want to make this podcast into like a news podcast. You know how Vortex has this like modding weekly. I know Coffee has like a weekly spin, like a tie spinner kind of stream, and Laku and Iteza used to have a kind of podcast thing about like new CVs coming out and like things that are notable and stuff like that. I don't really want to become sucked into this news area of the pen spinning. I don't really enjoy that. So what we're gonna do, I mean, I'm speaking for me, so I don't know. I'm assuming you don't enjoy it. I'm assuming you don't want to do news stuff either, but
That's true. Yeah.
But basically, we are thinking, even though I said like, oh, we're not gonna stop AHT anytime soon, our goal with AHT was to get at least 12 episodes out, like the 12 main episodes, the one each month. So our goal was to see if we could make it consistent and get through an entire year of it. And it looks like we're going to. It looks like we're going to, because
Yes.
we got into a rhythm and everything feels pretty good. So it's nice. Like we have like everything's going pretty well. The problem is I feel like it's just the topics, and we need to find a reason to come up with a topic that's natural for both of us to talk about, and sometimes that's really hard. So
Yeah, something that we are excited to talk about, basically. And yeah, of course, like you said earlier, we're not gonna go into the news area, and that takes a lot of work. And I've seen like even like Laku and Iteza also stopped doing it, right? Like yeah, for a while. So I guess even we take up that portion of like resources and information and try to make it into like a weekly thing or like a monthly thing. It's not gonna be like so fun to do. And I think that's gonna affect like our audience and how we want to approach things as well.
yeah, I mean, it also affects our enjoyment, which I think really shows in like making a podcast like this, because we're very casual about it. We like to just talk and like kind of hang out with you guys. If we're like not having fun, I feel like you guys can kind of tell. And you know what, the episodes where I feel like I probably was the worst in was any episode of the podcast when we were talking about mods. I was mostly just like, Yep. You know, like. Yeah,
Well, actually, you
cool.
can talk about it this time. Right?
After the announcement, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, there you go.
But but yeah,
So what's the plan?
sorry. Basically, that's a long drawn announcement to talk about, but like that's the long history about it. But basically, the announcement is that Akai Hobby Talks is going to end by December. We are only gonna get until the 12 episodes, and we're gonna be done. That's the main announcement here. So Akai Hobby Talks will end, I guess, and that might be sad for a lot of you guys. I know, but like. We just
Yeah, I'm
can't
sad
like
too,
keep it up.
really.
Yeah, I don't want to cancel it. We
Mhm.
might. Here's the thing. I haven't told you about this, but I feel like
Mhm.
we should do the bring back the podcast once in a while.
Yeah, right, yeah. Whenever
should-
there's like a good
yeah.
topic, right? Yeah.
Yeah, when there's a good topic, we should bring up like something interesting or like talk about it, right?
Right.
I mean, yeah, we could ask for topic suggestions, but the thing is like. At
Are
some
we
point, you
really, you know,
yeah,
do we really
yeah. At
want
some
to talk
point,
about it? Yeah.
yeah, it's like at some point it's just we're reaching a point where like a lot of the topics we're excited to talk about have to come from us, you know. It has to be
Yeah.
something we're all excited about. So other people suggesting it can help, but it's just a whole tricky thing to figure out. Because a lot of the stuff we talk about is very natural. We want it to feel very natural, so it's hard. I know it's weird, it's like weird logistics and stuff, but yeah, it will end. But here's the good side of it. Okay. Even though the podcast will end, I really want to make pen spinning videos with Akai or maybe without Akai. I want to make English pen spinning videos, content that we edit
Nice.
for the channel, and we will maybe rebrand our channel and do all that stuff, but we can make very specific, not really tutorials, but like talking about certain topics that people don't talk about or things that are very important for pen spinning that I think should be clarified and talked about. I've had an idea about that of a video I was going to make for the longest time, for so many months, and still have not made it. So I feel like with both of us, I know people were asking Akai for English content, right?
Yeah.
So both of us, we could collab and make something. So yes, Akai Hobby Talks will end. I'm sad. But we will potentially be making more videos. At least a video next year. Because I know Akai's busy next year, but at least
I
we
need
can...
to say something about like
What?
AHT though. As for like the reason why we've been doing it is because we want to bring like the genuine like enjoyment from us, like from the inside of us, like whatever we are excited about, to the audience or whoever
Right.
watching it, right? So if we were to do it in a non-genuine way, or we're not really excited about it, then that doesn't really like fit with our vision
Right.
in the beginning. So
Yeah, it's like a personality-based podcast, like we
Right,
said.
right.
Like it's meant to be us, and it's us talking and it's us doing. What's up, Tennis?
oh, hey. But yeah.
So yeah, and one thing, I guess we should say is that
is
I know you guys are asking for a guest on Akai Hobby Talks, right? You guys are asking for a guest. You guys asking for a guest on Akai Hobby Talks. We will be planning to have a guest on the last episode. All right, it'll be very fun. I hope
Yay.
that it'll cap off the entire podcast series really well, and it'll wrap the whole entire thing up. And I hope you guys will enjoy it. So even though the podcast is ending, hopefully you guys will enjoy the last episode, and it will be fine. It'll be good. It'll be fun. So we're planning on it, and I'm really excited about it too. I have a lot of ideas that I want to ask someone. So
Yay.
Yeah.
I feel like the last episode is gonna like end the journey on a
yeah.
good note, right? On a good note.
yeah, it'll really end the journey on a good note, in my opinion.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, we can't say who it is. We can't say.
And
who it
that's the announcement, man.
is. That's the announcement. We're having a guest in the
Final
last episode of
last-
AHT. We are ending AHT. Yes, we'll have that last episode, and we are potentially making English pen spinning content for people. So
That's nice.
So there's your announcement. I'm sorry it took like 25 minutes to get here, but
Well,
let's change the spinning cam.
all
Let's
right.
change the spinning cam, guys.
Let's do it. Let's do
Let's
some
do it.
spinning. But yeah. Oh, all right. So
Right.
going back to the topic, right?
Right. So everyone talked about longevity today, right?
Mm-hmm. Can you give me like a good like
A prompt,
precursor? Yeah.
precursor.
Yeah.
Well, let's start with you, Akai. Like you're going back to school soon, right?
Yeah.
How are you gonna deal with school and work and all that stuff? And how, like, you're not gonna quit pen spinning, obviously, right? I know you're gonna still spin, but how are you dealing with that? Because a lot of people tend to have pen spinning and they'll get busy with work and like all this stuff, and they'll just be like, okay, they just kind of disappear off the face of the earth, at least off the face of the pen spinning community. But
Yeah.
then they just disappear and they never come back, right? So I'm curious to see what you have to say about that.
Yeah. So I'm going back to school in 9 days. I'm counting
Yeah.
days now.
And you don't want to talk about it, I know, but
Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be the second to last term until graduation. So I have to work a lot on the study side, like going to school, and also that means with the growth of my company, I have to do more work as well. So
Mhm.
both school and work, they will go up. Like the amount of work and school stuff will go up
Yeah.
for sure. And I mean, personally, I don't know like how well I can handle it, but my best guess is that I'll just do like I'll just try to adapt and see with the schedule and how I can manage things around. Like it's easier when you have like a certain schedule and give like, oh, this type of work or this type of school work a time in your day, and
Yeah.
then kind of manage it. But as for pen spinning, I do it anyway. Like
Mhm.
it's
Yeah, you spin during work, you spin
yeah.
during school, you spin like
Yes.
yes.
And a part of me like always like advertise pen spinning in my school anyway. So it's like a me thing. I want
And
people to know. Yeah.
it's your thing to keep pen spinning as like a lifestyle thing, right? It's
Right.
about keeping pen spinning as part of your life, even though your life might get busy. It's something to do, right?
Hmm. Yeah, that's university.
It
Yeah.
might not always be, for a CV, for a competition, for something like super important in the pen spinning community, but
Mm.
it's still helpful for you, I think, for your own mental health to just keep doing something you enjoy doing, right?
Mental health. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So
I know we say like I know it's like mental health, but like I feel like it's
it
important.
is. It is. Yeah.
It's
It
so
is.
important. And I mean, I don't know if you guys know about this, but I have struggled with like burnout and like all this like anxiety and shit before for like like organizing pen spinning related things and like doing all this stuff like in the workshop and everything. And keeping yourself like kind of like there is so important because if you're not there, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't like, let's say you get busy or whatever and you're like, oh, I'm done with pen spinning, right? It's not only bad for you personally, but also like the people who are looking up to you to like make content or whatever, right? If you
Right.
don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of other people, right? How are you going
Mm-hmm.
to be able to get make content for other people? How are you going to be able to help other people? How are you going to be able to do that for the community, right? So it's a lot about like you need to take care of yourself to take care of other people. You can't just go crazy and burn yourself out and just kind of die and just be like, okay, I'm done. And it can happen. I've done that before. I made the UPSV talk show. There were podcasts before this. I burned out of them. I got really exhausted, and I was just like, I don't feel like doing this. I didn't really understand why I was feeling like that until later, right? So this podcast is really almost like a way for me to like see if I can make it for a year
Uh
and
huh.
just still be consistent and
Also
still be okay.
test yourself out
Yeah, it's
basically.
almost a test for myself and just to see like how can I like manage all of this. And it's been a cool journey, guys. So yeah.
It's better because you have me this time, right?
Yeah, it's better. I mean, Akai's nice person to talk to. Let's be
Mm.
honest.
And yeah, I mean, I'm also very excited to do this for the longest time. But Yeah. I guess also because pen spinning has always been like a part of my life already.
Hmm.
So there's no like nothing there's nothing new about like trying to manage my time and incorporate it into my life to begin with. So
Hmm.
it's like okay, so school. So how much I mean like how much effort or energy am I willing to spend for what I do, and also work. Yeah, so it's like it's not about like trying to what is it squeeze it in, but more of
Hmm.
like how am I gonna like spread it out, like
Yeah.
over work and school. Then I still have pen spinning, and it feels different. Like say like when you're working and you're studying, right? It feels different when you have pen spinning and in there somewhere. It's like a
Right.
break for you, like a mental break,
Yeah, exactly,
not a
exactly.
breakdown, but
I
yeah,
always I always feel like pen spinning is like a very zen thing to do almost. Like you just kind of like zone
yeah,
out a bit almost and just spin. Listen to music maybe, it's very chill, right?
yeah,
I mean, the other thing, the reason why you're gonna be so busy is not even just because you're going back to school, because you've been back to schools like several times, obviously.
right,
It's the fact that this is like your last year before you graduate pretty much, and you're trying to
right,
wrap everything up. So I understand why you're so busy.
yeah. So yeah, I also did summer classes. So the last time I was in school, it wasn't too far away. It wasn't so long ago, so I feel
Yeah.
like it's okay. But it's about COVID, like going
Hmm.
back to school in person, and it's been more.
Right, yeah,
Yeah, it's
because
been
they're
more than
opening
a
the
year.
schools up too, so it's
Right,
a whole
right.
other thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's only the thought that going back to school, but you still have to wear masks in class
Hmm.
during lecture
Yeah.
and stuff. That stresses me out the most.
Mm.
But other than that, I think it's fine because it's already like there, and that way, I feel like um, maybe like we manage our time differently,
Hmm.
but still like it's our life, so we
Yeah.
we still have to do it anyway. There's
Yeah.
no like avoiding it. So like you've been working on a lot of things and
But it's
it,
a lot of
it,
pen spinning things. It's like
mm,
I'm a different life situation than you, very different. So like it's just, stuff happens. Like you think everyone's got their shit together, but like that's not true at all. So if you ever feel bad, don't. We all got our shit to deal with.
yeah. And if you
That's life
think
for
like
you.
doing pen spinning stuff only is fun, I don't think so because Hobby complains to me all the time.
Yeah, I complain all the time. It's because that's what happens. Because when you do something, when pen spinning becomes your entire life,
Uh huh.
it becomes so everything that's annoying becomes even more annoying because that's part of your life now. You
Right.
know. I mean, I wouldn't say pen spinning is my life right now because I do other things, but I do
Right.
take frequent breaks from it, and like
Mm-hmm.
do try to balance stuff out a lot more than I used to. So yeah, I mean, it's stupid. I mean, it sounds stupid when you talk about it, like, oh, you gotta yeah keep your yeah make sure you manage your time and make sure you take breaks, drink water, and make
Mm-hmm.
sure you eat your vegetables. This is the eating your vegetables equivalent for pen spinning, honestly.
Right.
With world tournament coming and like all this stuff, like people like really trying really hard to get good combos out and all that stuff. Super easy to burn out, super easy to like just like die and like just be like and stress out be about it because with world tournament, I mean I talked to you about this privately, but with world tournament, when you make a combo for world tournament or even a CV, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're really putting yourself out there. You're putting your content out there. You're putting your spinning out there. And you're putting it up to, especially for world tournament. You're putting it up to others' judgment. You're making it so other people can say things about it, to critique it because it's a competition. That's the whole point, is to see which person is better, how to rank them basically, right? And
Right.
in doing so, it's very like you're really putting like your self-esteem and your like ego almost on the line because you're really realizing from that how much your pen spinning is worth. And I feel like that's what really creates a lot of emotion in World Tournament is because of that. Right. And
Mm-hmm.
it's a really easy way to get exhausted because you're like, man, I suck at pen spitting, but these people like some people say it's good, but man, I suck so much. Look at all those judges like really
Yeah.
shit on this part of my spinning, like, and it's true, and like, oh, like this, like it's really easy to get stuck in there. And
Mm-hmm.
I've been to, I mean, I haven't competed in like world tournament, but like I've competed in like a smaller UPSB tournament, even that was already like too much for
Yeah.
me. So
I feel
like it's something to consider, right? Sorry, what are you gonna
right.
say?
I mean, to me, I was gonna say, to me, is all about the deadlines. Because you
Right.
have like a time limit to do
Hmm.
what you want, right? But then, like, if you're not spinning competitively, then you have like entire lifetime to do so. So there's no
Yeah, I mean,
stress.
I feel like nowadays people are like a lot of people pre-film and like do all that stuff. I think people are getting better at time management in terms of that because I think the idea of pre-filming and stuff like that is like a lot more widespread. But
Mm-hmm.
um, it's just there's a lot to think about when you join something like that, I think. But yeah, I mean, Tambucha, how did you feel about World Tournament? You were in B side, right?
Oh, right,
So
right.
be curious to hear what you think about it too.
Ties into longevity as well.
Yeah, World Tournament, like all that stuff. It's
And
it's just it's tricky, man. It's like gotta eat your vegetables. Gotta eat
yeah,
your vegetables. Right.
you mentioned something about like putting yourself in the public, right?
Yeah. It's like
And
putting
that
yourself out
also,
there,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. That also means you get to learn like how to not get tilted
Yeah, exactly.
by
You get
public comments and feedback, and like really look back into your own spinning, and it doesn't feel really good, to be honest, like
hmm.
on the negative side. But on the positive side, you can still like learn a lot from it too.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, it's funny how like we're talking about tournaments, and I mean, for my content, I made a video about like why I don't like competitions, and
Hmm.
following up with a video about like why competitions are good. So it's like, you know, it's like there are two sides of it. So I mean,
Two sides, yeah.
yeah, and yeah, if competing makes you feel like you're up there, like you can show your values and uh whatever you're trying to achieve with pen spinning, then that's like good. That's good. Just do it.
Well, I mean, a lot of people think of World Tournament competitions like that, a way to show the innovation or like things that you
Mm-hmm.
came up with, interesting ideas that you came up with. Because with competition, like having creativity and originality with your and like all that stuff is very important. Like seeing something new, right? And that's
Yeah.
really what World Tournament pushes. It's like what's something new we can get out of pen spinning? How can we push pen spinning to keep progressing? And, keep
Mm-hmm.
discovering new concepts or ideas.
I feel like for
And
each person is about going over their limits, right? Like
yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Overcoming your
yeah.
limits. Yeah. So it's like it's a good
Pushing
thing.
yourself to the limit. So
Right.
it's like
Yeah.
it's also just like yeah, sure, but like just take care of yourself. Basically, take care of yourself.
Mm-hmm. And don't get tilted.
Yeah, don't get tilted. But yeah, we'll turn it. We'll turn it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tambuto. Fun to prepare and not good at all with the standards. Yeah, it's all about the standards too. I'm proud of
Hmm.
it. Yeah, that's the good point. You're proud of
It's
it.
honestly like here, like I feel like I know you get judged on in World Tournament by judges and like all of these people, right? And
Oh,
like
Tigres joined.
yeah, Tigris, hey, what's up?
Hey, man.
You get all these people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're trying to, I guess, better yourself. Like Tombuto said, he was just trying to make it better than my usual stuff, right?
Right. Mm.
It leads into this idea of like when you once you reach your goal, right, with pen spinning, like let's say your goal was to make it at a certain round in World Tournament or like at least compete in World Tournament or like win in World Tournament. Once you reach that goal, what are you gonna do with pen spinning?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think a lot of people might not think about that. Like it's like oh my goal is to be able to freestyle or something, right? And
Right.
it's just like well okay can freestyle now. So what do you want to do with pen spinning? I've gone through that before where you're like you reach your goals and now you have to realize like okay what am I gonna do now? I don't have a goal anymore. Like I feel like like there's a certain complacency that comes right
Mm-hmm.
when you like get reach something you're like oh I'm done or
Yeah.
something like oh I'm done I'm good now You know, I feel like the trick to keep going and to keep improving
What
is really
else?
keep, yeah, is to keep setting even more goals and keep improving. And the reality, I think, is like it doesn't matter like what the judges say about your combo or how much better you are or worse you are than other people, or how much better or worse you are than people in the collaboration videos. Like I think it's about how much did you improve? How much did you impress yourself? You know,
Mm-hmm.
I think the final ultimate goal is really about always bettering your own spinning and being able to top yourself more than you are able to top other spinners. Because does it really matter? Like how, I mean, it kind of matters, I
It
guess, to
does.
some people,
In
but
terms of
like,
competition, yeah.
but in terms of competition, but like for you to really like enjoy pen spinning, I guess, and also to just have like I feel like a pretty healthy perspective on it, it's better to focus on being able to improve yourself than being like bogged down by whoever says your spinning is shit or whatever, I think. And like being knowing that you improved, I mean that's most important, right? It's not about like, oh, your spinning is worse than this person. I mean, sure, but like you're making progress, right? That's what's important. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's just my thoughts on that. That's my thoughts after 10 years of like being stupid about pen spinning and managing myself. And I somehow managed to stay. And for a lot of people, um, they won't enjoy pen spinning enough to be able to stay after all that. Like some people, they're like, oh, I'm not having fun with pen spinning over, I'm done. You know?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's really about managing yourself and
I'm not
stuff like
sure
that.
about like what about the psychological responses behind like what people are doing, but for me is about like how am I gonna keep up with like the new things and find myself what is it like how do I keep enjoying pen spinning, you know?
Yeah,
Because
like what do you enjoy, right? That's
yeah,
the real question. What do you enjoy in pen spinning? And like what motivates you to keep pen spinning? What's
yeah,
fun for you?
when
You should
you pick a
think
mod up
about
something,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, you should think about what you actually have fun with and do that. Do what makes you happy and do what makes you have fun. Because at the end of the day, pen spinning is for fun. As much as we are like, oh no, pen spinning is like you have to be super good at pen spinning or whatever. Pen spinning is about having fun, man. It's not about like being good. Like people who are good at pen spinning will show up no matter what. So
Hmm.
like you should just have fun with it, man. Like it's not about always like being the best. Because only a few people will ever really be the best, you know? So like how are you gonna I
Hmm.
mean you can be ambitious. I'm not saying you can't be ambitious, but I'm just saying like
Yeah,
having fun is like probably the most important because pen spinning is not a job you get paid for. So in order to keep
yeah,
going, it should be something that you enjoy.
right. And that should be like at the base, you know.
Yeah, it should
Hmm.
be the foundation of why you like keep spinning.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not having fun anymore, you're gonna quit anyway. So it's like,
Exactly.
yeah, but as long as you still feel like, oh, I really like doing this, and that's what keeps me going for also about 10 years too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not trying to be better than everyone or a certain spinner, but it's more about like, oh, like learning this trick feels really good. Like, oh,
Yeah.
being able to do it. Oh, okay, I can do it
Oh,
too.
this trick is really fun to do. Like,
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's about the small things like that, you know. It's the little things in life, guys.
Uh
It's
huh.
the little things in life.
Or when you plan a combo and you get to land it, it's like, oh, okay, it's
Yeah.
good. Feels good, man.
Or like honestly, like when I actually got back to pen spinning, I actually thought every time I stopped pen spinning, I thought I was never coming back. I did like the worst things you could possibly think of for pen spinning in terms of mental health and stuff.
What was
And I
it?
still came back every time just
Uh,
because I liked it enough to keep going back. But for a lot of people, you won't have that.
yeah,
Like, or you won't have the time.
yeah. So that means
But
like you
like
know exactly why you're doing it, right? For fun.
for the most part, yeah. I
Hmm.
mean, when I came back, I was like, I'm not gonna spin to try really hard to be good. I just want to be seen. Like, I want to be decent, you know?
Mhm.
And you know what? I feel like I've actually surpassed that idea. Like when I came back, I had the idea like, oh, I'm just gonna prove where I can, do what I can. I feel like I've done more than that.
Oh yeah.
Because I learned a lot of different things I didn't really learn before, and like I got stuff in that I didn't really do before. So it's very cool, honestly.
Hmm. You got bigger goals now,
hmm
right?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, the goals are still similar. It's just I didn't expect to get improve this much, or I didn't expect to get this far, you
Uh,
know.
I mean,
So
I didn't expect to like do a podcast with people.
yeah,
Yeah,
when you surprise yourself, that's always a nice thing.
I was like, oh, okay, doable, and yeah, that's really fun,
That's really the whole thing.
and that's what I really want to share with other people is that my experience and how I, how I feel from the inside. Like, oh, I'm having so much fun, just doing pen spinning tricks and like linkages and stuff. So yeah, I guess. But you're doing okay now, right? Like after
Me
coming back from your break.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't disappeared yet. I'm
Uh-huh.
chilling. I'm trying to balance stuff, and I made it a thing. I mean, honestly, like, when I started talking to you and like talking about this, like, it's nice to have someone else too to talk to and like kind of like work through things. So it's good to, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
just something I needed to do in my life in general, anyways, because it's not just pen spinning I was burning out of. I was burning out of school. I was burning out of a lot of different things. So it wasn't just pen spinning. I was overworking myself a lot in general. So I'm trying to rein it back a bit now. Rein it
Hmm.
back. No, don't do what I did.
Also, I feel like pen spinning has given me a lot of like life values as to like I've learned a lot.
So Akai. So
Yeah,
Akai.
yeah. It's not only about like
Hey,
doing
hey,
a
it's
thing.
not only about pen spinning, guys.
Yeah,
Pen spinning teaches you about life.
right. I mean, it matters, okay? It matters, okay?
I know. I just think it's hilarious because it's so weird. But I feel like honestly, when you learn any type of skill, you kind of
Yeah,
pick up
yeah.
things, right?
Right, right. Outside of it, right? Like
Yeah.
on the outside rather than the thing itself. Yeah. But yeah, I've learned a lot from it, so that's why I still, like in a way, like treasure it
hmm
and keep going. Just because I feel like, oh, maybe I got a lot from it, so I think about it in a different way than most people that I talk with. Oh,
And
talk to.
also, just like
Mm.
I don't want you guys to go through this and also just like come out the other end feeling bad, and also just like come on, like just have fun. Like I want you guys to have fun. I want people to stick around. And from
Mhm.
like a management perspective, like in a community perspective, like a very big picture community perspective, I want people to stick around and have fun, be able to have fun with pen spinning enough, so that there'll be enough people to go around. Like we have this problem in the community, which is like there
People
needs to
keep
be like a very
quitting.
good cycle, right? Where
Mm.
people will quit, and we need people to replace them. Well, not we don't really necessarily need it, but I just mean in the sense that you need it to keep the cycle going. If you don't have enough people to replace the oldies that are kind of quitting, then no one's gonna be there to kind of like keep it like moving, keep that moving, and keeping people in the community for long enough, and the community will kind of fall apart, right? So
Right.
it's like
Mm.
really about like keeping that cycle going. At least that's how I thought about it before, and that's from a management perspective, like a community kind of perspective. But on a human level, just don't do that to yourself. I know it's just like I'm trying to like it's like old people telling you, "Hey, this is life lessons from old person," like but
Yeah.
that's just how it is.
What I mean, other things that I've noticed is that even when like people keep saying that they quit because of something, and then it was just for another hobby, and I feel like it's not very convincing, right?
hmm
Because like people in my team, they're also like Nicole. He also learns. He does a lot of like guitar and stuff, and
hmm
it's technically a different hobby. And whatever your effort you're putting into it
You're
is
just
huge.
salty because
Mm.
you quit guitar for pen spinning. Okay.
No, I'm not salty. I still do guitar, but I'm saying that
Sorry.
yeah, doing other hobbies is all right too.
Yeah.
It's not only about like, oh, you have to quit pen spinning entirely
Hmm.
for another hobby, and that doesn't really make sense.
Hmm.
But yeah, you can do this and then like revisit when you have time. That's exactly what happened to me with
Yeah, it
guitar.
just depends on what you feel, honestly,
Yeah,
and what your interest level is at. Like maybe you just want to do a few tricks in class and just be like, okay, that's all I really want to do. I just want
yeah,
to be able to twirl my pen a little bit. And that's totally cool. You
yeah.
can be casual or super serious about it, it's up to you. But being able to stick around long enough, if you are semi-serious about it, is I think just very important. I
Mm-hmm.
kind of want to talk about this idea of filtering that you talked about before,
Or
Kai.
like
Yeah,
filtering,
because we're
refreshing.
kind of getting into this area of like community stuff,
Mm-hmm.
right? So I think it'd be interesting.
So how
Yeah,
do you want to start?
go ahead. No, you, because you're the person who told me about this concept.
Oh, okay. So I mean I brought it up uh, in a private conversation, but it's actually not my thought because I didn't
Hmm.
really pay attention. So I took it
You didn't
from
really pay attention. You're like, oh yeah, I didn't really pay attention to what they were saying, but
no. I didn't pay attention to how like people change and like
oh
within the
okay.
community. You know, like no new spinners are coming in and like more like the oldies keep quitting. So it's like okay, I'm like chilling with myself. You know, like low
Hmm.
key, doing what I like. So I didn't really pay attention to that, like the change. But apparently there's like a cycle. Every like maybe I'm not sure about the number, but there must be some like time frame for a person to a certain amount of people to quit, and then the new spinners come in. Right, that's the community stuff.
Hmm.
And over the past years, it's like all the oldies like kind of. Do you learn to accept it at all, hobby? Like
About what?
did you mind when people quit?
I did mind. It made me sad, but
Uh
I
huh.
can't hold it against them because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
their
yeah.
personal decision.
Okay. Yeah, and that's what I feel too. Like, so okay, people come and go, and
Yeah.
it's not only about like whether like pen spinning is interesting enough or not.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
honestly, if it's not for you, like you shouldn't do it,
you're
right?
right, right. You shouldn't
Yeah, I
force
don't want
yourself.
to force you to do anything. Like even though I'm saying like I want you to stay in the community and stuff. It's like honestly,
Mm-hmm.
if you feel it's not for you and if you feel like it's not good, then just don't do it. Honestly, I'm not gonna kill you for that. Like I just
Right.
don't want the people at least who experienced what I experienced and like the people who like burned out and all that stuff to have to go through all of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's why I said like pen spinning isn't only about pen spinning, right? But it's also about like how you look at things, like in terms of people interaction and like talking to other people, like how how good like are you feeling about yourself. It's not about like the skill, but it's more of like okay, so when you look at a say for example, when you look at a good spinner and you're like
Hmm.
oh they're good, and then what are you gonna do after, right? It's not about like oh I want to beat this spinner, I want to be better than them, but it's more about like oh that's really good, and you look at it and you're like oh that's cool, I admire them, like
Hmm.
things like that. But if you like you said like if you're being salty about it and you're like oh my god I hate this person or I'll never reach
I mean, some
this
people are
level,
also very
right?
ambitious, so they'll be like, "Oh, I have to be better than this person. I want to be
Yeah,
as good. I want to be like this person," you know?
yeah,
Right?
if they're like that, then be positive about it, like
Yeah.
okay, you want to beat this person, you want to be better, then try try to be better.
Try to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, try to do it.
But
Like
don't kill yourself doing it, basically. Is what I want to
killing
say.
yourself doesn't make you better.
Don't die. Remember my moral for the
Oh
other
yeah,
podcast? Don't die.
don't die. Don't overdo it. That's all. That's the gist of the story. Yeah, but yeah. So when you like planned it into your life some way, and you're like, oh, I'm working, but I have some break in between, and you're like, oh, okay, pen spinning is pretty cool, and that's
Hmm.
what I've seen with other oldies too. When I
I mean, why don't we
yeah
talk about your friend who
Huh?
still spins but doesn't like participate in anything.
Oh yeah, and yeah, he's doing other things now. So
Yeah,
I used to have a wait, no, actually,
because look, Jay was talking about. See, like he says, casuals are nice, but they quit too fast. For at least from my side, right?
I wasn't
But
reading
like
chat.
honestly, sure you can think that, but I
Mhm.
think like think about it this way. Yeah, casual. I mean, like don't force people to do things, obviously, and I don't think that's what you're saying. But also, I think casuals actually do something very interesting to pen spinning in general
Mhm.
because those are the people that you actually kind of almost learn pen spinning from. Like you
Right.
see someone doing that in class or you see someone doing that, you're like, oh, okay. I feel like there's value in that as well, you know. So
Mhm.
meh, meh, eh.
Mhm.
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
yeah, I'll need to talk about like what was that level of interest?
Yeah, level of interest
Yeah, using hobbies term now, but
from the
yeah,
style development
yeah,
guide.
yep, of course, man, of course. I had to read that many times, so it's like
I mean, am I allowed to say your friend's name? Because I feel like it'd be easier to say it, but I just don't want to like.
sure, we can talk about
It's
Vinny, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's Vinny. Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, the story is that when I first started about like when I was 6 months into pen spinning, and I got a friend who was really interested in learning pen spinning, and that was him. And he eventually he learned it and uh, stay with pen spinning for about like 3 or 4 years. That's a good amount of years, like time, right? And eventually he quit, like not quit, but like he got into another hobby, and eventually became his work.
Mm-hmm.
And he's still in like now he's into cars and other related things, but he still spins. And what surprises me is that he still sends me things about pen spinning, like the car people, like the car enthusiasts are interested in pen spinning as well. And he sent me a video about like other person who learned it from him. Actually
See, look,
started
you look
spinning.
at spreads, man. This is
Yeah.
come on, guys. It's cool.
I,
Don't hate on the casuals. It's fun.
yeah, so they're like,
I know
oh,
it's really
chilling.
easy to look
Hmm.
at you. You see Reddit and people asking questions that seem stupid, but everyone was there before. Okay,
Right.
come on.
And
It's just
also, like every time I meet up with him,
yeah.
I'll show him a trick, and he's like, "Oh, how do you do that?" And he learned it. He learned it. Yeah, he always learns it. It's like, oh, so cool. But yeah,
Hey, please keep the chat safe for work, please. Thank you.
wait, what did they say? Wait, what?
Just saying, just saying. But yeah, um,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry,
Oh,
I
okay,
just
okay.
yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah.
But yeah,
Anyways,
even like when people quit, it's still there. It's still there.
mm-hmm.
And I guess it's hard. I mean, it's not that easy to reach that level of like being responsible for what other like spinners are doing, or the face of a community or a country, right? So I was tweeting about like the image of like what the outsiders look at and
Yeah.
what the insiders can do. So it was eventually about like essentially about like how like what we're doing here. We're doing pen spinning podcast. That means the insider stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then how like non-spinners look at us also affects like what we think about our own hobby. And
Responsibility.
yeah.
Responsibility.
So so when
Akai's tweet, if you haven't seen it, is about that.
responsibility, yeah. So yeah, it's really hard because like for other people, like say even like personally, for
Mm-hmm.
my mom and my brother, like when I first started, they were like, "Oh, what are you doing this for?" And it doesn't really have a meaning. Like it's so
Yeah,
meaningless. Hmm.
Ents from JB made a blog post about
Hmm.
this. Like, what's the point of pen spinning? Like,
Yeah.
why? And then it talked really a lot about a lot of things, like when non-spinners and it's like, what pen spinning is for fun. It's not for like, why do you do this? People will be like, oh, why do you do this? It's not useful or anything. Like,
Yeah. So why? that's a
about
bigger
it.
it's a bigger topic. But anyway, so
Responsibility. Back to responsibility.
yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so when I first started, like no one really wanted to like
Oh, sorry,
support
Michael.
me, but after a while they're like, oh, they get why, and they see me as the pen spinning guy. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm just doing my thing, and I don't really think much about like what non-spinners think, because for sure, like there are other like hobbies that are much more obvious, which means things can turn into work, right? Like
Hmm.
hobbies like guitar and like music in general, or writing even. So yeah, eventually like they accepted it and they're like fine with it. And yeah, of course, there's I think I'm just like any other like younger person who asked like their family for money to buy mods. It's like, yeah, that's me
I
too.
feel like isn't the way you do it now like that you should do it as a younger person? You buy like a Visa gift card or something with your own money, and then you can just use it to buy online
I,
stuff.
I didn't know anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't know anything about that before, but that's I think what most people do now, or I think what most people should do to make things easier for themselves. Because the whole problem of being 13 and not being having access to a credit card is very real.
Yeah, it's more than real. But like the harder question was that why are you buying this for?
Why are you buying pens?
It's like a fucking
Why are you buying this
it's like
for?
a
Why are you
stick,
buying
right?
this
Yeah,
for?
yeah, right.
Why are you buying this for?
You're spending hundreds of dollars for it, right? So
Yeah.
it's like yeah, why are you buying it for? So even now, like I
See, look,
feel like
Mustard has the prepaid card. See,
uh,
I wish I knew about that, man.
same,
It'd been so much
same.
easier. But I probably would have wasted my money doing that, so
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yeah, and they were like, "Why are you on a site called Penwish?" It's so weird. It's so funny,
Is
but
Jet Pens any better? Jet Pens is more like penny, like more like stationary kind of
oh
thing.
no,
Not so
they
much
have a lot
like
of pens good for modding, but
yeah,
you don't know until you get into it because they
yeah,
don't
that's
show
true.
mods, right? So you need to know about like pens and materials before you can use that. But yeah, so yeah, I've been there, and
Hmm.
more. We should talk more about now, right? And how we keep going into the future. Because I
I
feel
kind of want to
like
mention what Jay said about we definitely need more casuals and stuff like that in platinum classrooms. I feel like honestly, like the casuals we're talking about right now, a lot of them aren't in the community because they're casual enough that they're just gonna learn a trick and just be like, okay, I'm good. You know, a lot of people we don't hear about, and they probably pick up pen spinning, right? So in that sense, there's probably a lot of casuals that we don't know about that are doing that.
just
And the
how do we
people,
define casual though?
yeah, it's really up to like where is the line? I guess that just
Yeah.
depends on where what we're talking about.
So casual as in like a spinner has been spinning for a while and then they turn into casual is different from like a
Yeah.
casual who just learn a few tricks in your class or
Hmm.
whatever. Yeah. So I guess we need to define that too.
Yeah. But yeah, we were talking about going to looking to the future and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Because
Oh yeah, since there, by the way,
mhm.
I feel like we might as well announce it again, but because there's some more people here.
All right.
But to those who don't know,
TLDR.
TLDR, AHT will be ending by the end of the year, but there will be a special episode on December, and we will potentially make new English pen spinning video content for the channel. So there's your TLDR.
And yeah.
If you want to like if you want to hear the whole story and the whole announcement and the reasons why behind it, I'll make sure to add the chapters in by like tomorrow and stuff like that.
Yeah, and Hobby took 25 minutes to talk about the announcement, so
Yeah, I
you
don't. Yeah, it took
better
way too long for no reason. Actually, that's not true. I just said it was 25 minutes because it was we talked like about like concert and other stuff in the beginning of the podcast about life stuff, right?
yeah.
I feel like everyone.
This is why we're talking about it again.
Yeah.
Spinach.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why we talk about it. I'm sorry. I know it sucks. All right, but I think it'll be good for the future as well.
And that way we have more flexibility to make
Mm-hmm.
a higher quality content as well.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, and yeah, it'd be fun.
It'd be fun to make different things.
Yeah. It'd be a surprise to me if I still see me like spinning in 2022. When you look at the year, it's like, oh, you started in like 2011, right? So it's like, oh, 11 years apart. It's like, oh, so cool.
Yeah.
And we're gonna make more content for sure. Yeah.
Jet
Yes.
pens used to have, dude. You know what happened? Jet pens don't sell dong A Comsas anymore. I'm so sad.
Wait,
What?
you got yours from Jet Pens?
Yeah, I got mine from
Wow.
Jet Pens, dude. I bought 2 boxes, so I got like 24 Comsas or something.
Wow.
And I gave some of them away in a gathering because I was like, oh, I don't really spend that much, and you're probably not gonna use these. Here you go. I gave one to different people in a gathering, and now I regret it just a little bit, because I want all my Comsas. But that's
Right.
okay. I just need like some Comsa caps. Oh, maybe I should show you guys something interesting that most of you guys probably have not seen before.
Oh, yeah.
This is something
yeah.
very interesting.
I like it too.
Yeah, look at how cool this cap is. It's very different. I know it's about modding, but this is Comsas. Okay,
this
so
episode
I'm
is
into
for
it.
you.
That's the difference. Well, look
Some-
at this.
And what
Right.
is it?
So this is a Comsa cap, but you see how? Look at this. It's hexagon. Well, is it hexagon or is it octagon? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Wait, is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It was
Counting.
8. It's at 8. I'm bad. But yeah, this is like an old Comsa cap, basically. It's very interesting. It's actually shorter than the regular Comsa caps. It's actually a little bit shorter, and it's just very interesting. And there's a very like a weird divot here. You see, it's not like perfectly round
Mm-hmm.
right here.
Yeah.
So it's very cool.
It's the same on
got
the
this-
other side, right?
Yeah, thanks to Dove, by the way. Thank you, Dove, for doing this.
Uh-huh. Oh, Hobby got sponsored.
Yeah, I got the TOPS Comsas. I hate to
Oh,
say it, but like
Let's talk
I
about it.
don't-
Let's talk about it. You gotta focus your webcam.
Yeah, I hate to say it, but like I don't like it. So it's not great.
Why?
Mustard basically said it correctly. It's basically just a sticker, right?
Uh-huh. Wait,
But
did
apparently,
he get it? Did he get one too, or he just
what?
knows?
No, he just said that. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
but like, here the problem with this is like it feels like a sticker, and apparently here's the thing. Apparently, a lot of TWPS spinners like it. So, I mean, I'm sure some people will be into it, but for me, if you're a person who spins Comsas, this is like kind of outside what you want probably. So yeah, but they look nice. They look kind of nice. They look cool. I did it. I have more here.
Or
Yeah.
the newer Nope mods also limited. I think they are, because I don't see it on Nope's store anymore.
Is it on Taobao or something?
Yeah, his store is on Taobao, but I don't see the new.
Don't you have to make an account, like a weird Chinese account, to be
No,
able
no,
to even buy?
no. You can browse it, but you still have to make an account for
To even
to
buy
buy
stuff.
it. Yeah,
That's annoying, dude.
but you can look at it. Just the same. What is it? Yeah, I don't see the newer colors on there. The pink and the purple. Yeah.
Let you see what again? Mustard. What do you want to see? You said, wait, let me see that again. See what?
Do you buy a whole bag of?
No, I bought 5. It was really expensive, yeah. And I can't say I'm super impressed by them, but at least the money went to TWPS. Okay, at the very least. So I am Taiwanese also, so it's nice, but it's not that much. It's 5. It's 5.
Mhm.
See.
That's the reason why. Yeah.
Also, there's something interesting I noticed, right, with some of these caps.
All right.
Yeah, I think it's kind of neat.
Hobbies modding session. Let's go.
Hobbies like very specific. I mean, this is from 50 Snakes. Dude, I have like lots of weird Comsa stuff, but look at this. This is a Dong A Comsa. This doesn't look like a regular Dong A Comsa, right? And most people probably don't know that there's white Dong A Comsas, but they do exist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here it is. Here it is.
Oh.
Trying to get it out of my. Eh. Here we go. Really, the original NZDC was with like a weird like the old Comssa cap.
Probably, right?
That's interesting.
Mm.
Here, let me show you guys this. Something I noticed with some of the TWPS Comssa caps, but also my own Comssa caps. My own Comssa caps had this. Is that if you look at this one, right? You see that there's like a small gap. There's that clip, right? That clip kind of nub. It stops right here before the lip of the end of the Comssa cap, right? But look at this. It goes all the way to the end. It's rounded at the end. It's a very small difference, but I noticed that from some of the caps they sent me for the TWPS Comsas. They had that, and also in my old Comsa caps that I used, they had that too. And I believe they were very old Penwish caps. Yeah, you know what? I remember someone talking about that, but I don't remember who talked about it. So maybe if you told me about it, like maybe that was you, because I forgot who talked about that before because I know someone talked about it before, but I noticed it more firsthand this time because I was dealing with comms and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, because they were putting different caps on your Comssa. That's
Yeah,
why.
but I guess I'll use these as like really cool pens or something though.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'll use them as like nice markers or something. But sadly, they're not really for me right now. But apparently a lot of TOPS people like it. So
Yeah.
it's like you with Kako greens apparently. So
What about it?
you said like me getting these TOPS comms and being disappointed is like you getting Kako green.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I had an expectation.
So the next step is I'll buy Toru non-dry or I'll get Lost X. But Lost X might be like really a pain in the ass to get. I think he stopped like trading for now because of COVID, but I don't know.
Now that we're talking about it, I don't remember why I got Stalogy in the first place. Like why? I don't remember.
But you got into it so hard, dude.
Yeah. And I was on the edge of quitting. Like I was almost
That's another method. Get new mods. It'll make you want to get into pen spinning again.
And Stalogy like saved it. You know, it was the savior.
The savior of your the savior of the pen spinning career. What's the dark gray Lost X? I have no idea because there's lots of dark Lost X, dude.
Lost X
just look at the Lost here. Just look through the his site. Yeah, look through his works, videos, and pens.
Yeah. And of course, I was gonna quit right there, but Stalogy came, so it's like okay. All right, thanks to Stalogy, and that's why that's how I like why I'm paying back my what is it? I don't know what's the word, but all of my mods are Stalogy based, so it's like that's the reason why. Until
now, because maybe you may or may not enjoy these Comsas. If you have you done that yet? Have you done the acetone?
Oh no, not yet.
Because acetone rubbing your Comsas, at least with the Penwish Comsas, I think it works for Dong-A. It will feel completely different from a regular Comsa, so keep that in mind. But if you wash this with acetone, it feels grippy in a very different way. So if you like grippy pens, this is actually a pretty good idea to like a way to get into grippy pens, and it's not that hard to do because they're Penwish Comsas. You just get Penwish Comsas, get some acetone, rub the like wash the barrel and get like a nice.
It has to
grippy...
be 100%, right? For the
I don't know, but it has to be a high percentage because otherwise it won't like melt the plastic in or like just clean the plastic off in the right way.
Oh yeah, Kai, if you rub Kako green with paper, it gets way softer and better.
I think the problem is that Akai's Kako Greens like broke, like they cracked.
Yeah, I broke all of them.
So the problem is not so much about the feel. I think it's about the quality of the plastic and the brittleness. Sadly,
Right. Yeah, I was trying to do something to the barrel, and then because the layer like is so thin.
yeah, it's a thin. Piece.
Yeah, with the plastic. So I'm way like more into stylish, and it feels solid in the hand too. Just need one more old Comssa cap. I'm missing one.
Yeah, the old Comssa, the lip is from like Pen. I think it's either from old Pendosa caps or not Pendosa, old Dong A caps and old Penwish caps. Because I think Penwish gets, I'm assuming Penwish gets some of his stuff from the Dong A factory just without the text, because the caps are pretty much exactly the same as Dong A regular caps. So I'm pretty sure they're the same.
Yeah. And Comssa is cool. Because I have my Dong right here. Toru non-dry, sorry.
Toru non-dry, yeah.
But Dong
Are you
Toru.
Are you gonna give that to me? Are you gonna give that to me?
Look at this color, dude.
Will you give that to me?
Look at this color.
Yeah.
Look at this color.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? But yeah.
I want you to give that to me because I got disappointed by these Peter PS combos and I want some.
You're getting the 12 packs anyway.
No, I'm not. I never said I was.
You are. Now
Well,
you
you
are.
want me to buy it? You want me to buy that Toru Andre pack? Is that
Now
what you're
you
saying?
are.
I don't know if I want to. Should I do it?
If the shipping is free, then you should get one pack to try it out for us if you want.
Fine.
Right? And you have
Fine,
more,
I'll buy this after stream, okay? I'll buy more some Toru Nandra after stream. Well, apparently this is just talking about comms today. Jeez.
Like I said earlier, it's your modding session.
Yes.
Right.
Alright, have a good night, Tombuto.
See ya. Bye, Tambuto. And yeah. Also curious about Lost Text too, so might as well. Yeah.
I mean, Lost X, I'll probably get one from Tigres eventually, hopefully, because with Tigres, he said he might send me one. It's just COVID is a pain, so it's hard to send stuff. So maybe where you get Toru Nandrai, I'm not gonna say anything because I had to find it, and I've been looking at it for over a year, and I don't want you to buy all of it. So.
And
Unfortunately, that's actually the reason why I'm not going to tell you. Because there's literally like none of them left, at least, where I'm trying to buy them from.
Yeah, and I got mine from a trade.
Oh, Speed Loops have them. Interesting. Speed Loops, that's the Japanese like thing, right? I have to figure that out though. Toru.
Akai, you use BT a lot, right? Mine's got sticky.
No, it doesn't look like they have it. Toru Nandrai. Dong A.
Mine doesn't get sticky.
Oh, they have white Dong A pens though, for sure. Yeah, they don't have it though. They don't have Toru Nandrai. But I've seen like Korean people post like the Toru Nandrai thing.
Yeah, that's who started the whole like Toru non-dry thing. So
Really?
Koreans, yeah.
I'm so. I wish. Maybe I should just talk to like fucking Tez or someone, you know, like and be like, hey, can you or Naru or something, and be like, hey,
hit
can
me
you get
up.
me some? Yeah, hit me, like hook me up with some fucking Toru Nandrai, dude.
Yeah. And yeah, I got this one from a trade, and I don't know how they got it.
From the pen spinning black market.
Yeah, the black market apparently. I had to trade in my soul for a red Toru non-dry, exactly.
Well, that's exactly what I was talking about, by the way, Mustard. Don't buy all of it. Okay, please. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Okay, go buy it, guys. Zombies.
Don't do it. Give me the ability. If you do it, I will legitimately be sad if someone actually goes and buys the rest
Oh,
of
you're
it.
gonna be sad but not mad.
I'll be a little annoyed because I
Wait,
specifically
there's a
asked.
24 pack.
I
didn't
don't know.
that. I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh, there's a 24 pack? I have to go look.
Yeah.
Well, I'll look after the stream. I don't want to bore you guys with fucking shopping right now, but
Right.
yeah. But I guess I'll buy it after the stream then. If Akai wants me to so much, you know, like,
You should try. 'Cause
I
you're
should
a
try. I mean, it's
Comssa
gonna be
guy.
the same as Comssa, it's just colored barrels.
No.
It's just like colored barrels I get to customize. That's all it really
No,
is.
you feel it when you get it. Okay.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessarily the same thing though.
Really? It doesn't feel the same as Comsa's?
To me.
Oh, maybe to me it'd be different because I'm so specific
Yeah,
about
yeah.
the details.
And that's why like all the minor like details might make it different. You know, might make it different from
Like maybe the cap is like tight, slightly. It'll use penwish caps. So
Nah.
I have to buy penwish caps. I need to buy a bunch.
Wait, do you still have some? What?
No, I don't have colored
Oh
ones.
no. Okay. All right.
I have to use white ones, which is
Alright.
fine. But actually, white ones would look okay actually. For some
Depends on
ones.
what color you're using.
If I'll do like a light blue one with light blue profile grips.
Oh,
That'd look nice.
oh, that'd
That'd
be
look
nice.
nice.
That'd be nice.
That
That'd be
would look
nice.
nice.
Oh
That'd be nice.
no. What are you?
I don't
pointing
know what
What were you pointing at, man?
I'm pointing at. Like ooh. Like,
Sky blue.
ooh.
I mean, if the color of the Toru non-dry actually matches.
Yeah, I'm sure it's similar.
Okay, but you have a different shades of blue to choose from anyway. So
Yeah, the
guess.
caps are transparent. Caps are transparent. But I have
Yeah.
white caps. That's why I'm talking about I need penwish caps because the caps are transparent.
you can do white and sky blue, right? White
Might be-
caps. Yeah.
Might be sold out. You bought it like 2 years ago. I saw it recently, so yeah, it should be there. It should be there.
Yeah.
Unless you guys buy all of it, which I hope you guys don't.
Right now, buy it
Yeah.
right now.
Please don't do it. Like, just at least leave me one. You know, if you guys actually do it, I will actually be kind of sad if I was actually gonna be about to buy it. And you guys did that to me.
Or
Because I am the Comsa guy. I'm the Comsa guy. Just give me this
leave
once.
leave one. And
Yeah, please leave one for me.
And I'll
If you-
buy it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. It's you.
It's my thing,
It's
man.
for you, man. Toru non-dry. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's just colored Comsa though. Because they're from the same factory, right? So
Taru non-dry smell good.
I just try smelling
Dude,
it
I
now.
feel like that's like a have you ever heard like some people eat ink? Like they'll like taste like the tip of their pen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like that reminds me of that kind of thing.
Right,
like,
right,
it smell-
right.
like when you get like a really fucking ripe marker and you open it and you can smell like how like it smells really like I don't know, it just smells really pungent, dude.
Right.
Oh, I feel like that just reminds me of that so
Oh,
much for some
Monet.
reason.
Just living.
People talking, dude. There was a thread on UPSB that was like, "What's the best tasting pen ink?"
Bye,
It was there
Monu.
before.
Good night.
Yeah, all right, have a good night.
1
We should
a.m.
probably go.
shift.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
should probably go soon too.
Right.
You want to switch over?
Yeah, let's do it. All right. All right. You want to do the announcement again or
Oh,
TLDR
Do you-
again?
I mean, I don't think it's fine. We said it earlier
Okay,
before,
Right.
but yeah, we're gonna hang out for a little bit. But thank you guys for watching. You know,
As always.
thanks for hanging out, and I hope you guys learned a bit of something, and hopefully you understand. You know.
Yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the new season. And,
Of- A new season of AHT.
no, new season. Fall.
Fall. My new fall CV is coming out. Season Projects is back.
Hey,
Hey.
that's a big announcement, man.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey.
Oh, by the way, speaking of like that was a joke, but actually a moment is gonna come like start organizing eventually soon.
Second. Wait, what was it?
It's like late September, maybe next week or the week after. So it should be fun. I hope you guys will like it. I hope I'm good at editing because I'm not entirely confident, but I'm sure it'll be good. I think, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So you're gonna edit a bit, okay?
hmm Well, the thing is, I got so excited about it, right? So I edited the intro and the outro already.
Uh-huh.
So I have an idea of like the vibe. So I just need the
editing
videos
keeps you in the pen spinning now. Okay.
kind of, and yeah, a little bit.
A little bit, okay. A little bit, okay.
Oh, by the way, also watch Tombuto's new pen spinning pro mode, Devil Train. Even though it's a pretty long video, I think it's one of my favorite promos that have come out recently. Just because it doesn't use the most generic music.
Or edit, right?
Yeah, for edit, he used like very Western kind of music, and I like that a lot. It's very, yeah,
Refreshing to see.
Yeah, it's really refreshing.
It's not only about Lotus.
But yeah, I think we've talked enough, man. Let's just wrap it up.
Right.
Honestly.
Enjoy pen
All
spinning.
right. Thank you everyone for watching. If you guys want to follow us on future announcements, I guess on AHT and stuff in the future, we'll still have the next 2 podcasts, and well, not next 2, next 3. So look forward to the podcast with our special guest, and subscribe and follow us on Twitter or whatever if you're interested. If not, that's totally cool, and hope you guys have a good day. All right, take care.
Yeah. Take care, guys, and good night.
All right, have a good night. Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.